Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be working out how to edit like Max Muich. I think this is how you pronounce his name. I'm not exactly sure, but this is his Instagram if you want to go check it out. You can see he does these sort of moody color grades in lots of his photos. So we are going to be trying to color grade in the style of him today. If you look at these here, he's got these very desaturated greens, these massively faded blacks. So this is the photo we're going to be going off today. So it would be great if you could go check me out on Instagram. My Instagram is Sebastian_JWB. It'd be great if you could go check me out over there and give me a follow. This is my brother's Matthew_GKB. It'd be great if you could follow him as well. So this is the photo we're going to be using today. First of all, I want to come into the temperature slider, and I'm just going to decrease the blues. I just want to make this image slightly cooler. And then what I'm going to do is probably just introduce a little bit more green into the image as well. Just decrease it to -1. Now the next thing, I think we're probably fine with exposure. I'm just going to probably brighten up the image to about plus 0.7 here. Introduce a tiny bit of contrast. I'm thinking about 35 is probably a good place to start. As for the highlights, I don't want to overblow the highlights. I want to try and bring back some detail in that waterfall in the background there. What I am going to do is increase the shadows quite a bit, probably to about plus 60, and you'll see why I'm doing that in just a second. Then I'm just going to brighten up those whites to about plus 30, decrease the blacks to about -20, and then just drop off that clarity to -17. You can see here in his photos, they are very soft photos, there isn't much clarity going on. Then what we're going to do is get our vibrance, and we're just going to drop our vibrance down, and we're going to drop our saturation. There we are, that's it for the basics panel. I'm just going to close that up now, and we're going to move on to the tone curve. So we're going to do a typical tone curve. I'm not going to do too much of an S curve, I'm just going to brighten up those highlights slightly, just put a dot there. But mostly we're interested in the fade in the shadows, so we're just going to lift that up and drag it out to about there, and then what we're going to do is drop off just the blacks, crush those blacks just a tiny amount there. I don't want to do it too much, just enough so you can kind of have some detail left in the shadows, but we can also see that there is enough fade in this photo. If I go back onto his photo, you can see he doesn't have a crazy amount of fade, but he does however have a fair amount there. So that's probably good, maybe a little bit less. Thinking about there is probably fine. I'm going to get the whites, and I'm going to fade off the whites ever so slightly at the top. Okay, now I'm going to come to the blue primary. I think what I'm going to try and do is introduce some blues into the shadows. Not too much, just enough to try and really make the image slightly cooler. We're not going too overboard. In the highlights, I'm going to try and lift it up as well. All we're really doing here is just messing around with the colours ever so slightly. So I think that's probably a good amount. Obviously this will vary on the photo you guys have taken as well, but I think this is probably a good starting basis for the tone curve. So we're going to close that tone curve now, and we're going to move into the HSL slider. Now, first of all, we want to make sure we're only really editing the greens, aquas and blues. Everything else can really just stay put because we haven't got any of those colours in this image. You can see if I drag the greens to the left, everything becomes very orange. If I drag it to the right, it becomes very green. So what we're going to do is just increase the green slider to about plus 39, plus 40. I'm going to get the aquas, and I'm going to increase the aquas probably to about 30 as well, plus 50, and then the blues I'm going to drop down. Actually, the blues I'm just going to leave as they are there. Then saturation. This is really where the image is going to come to life. We're going to drop the green saturation to around -40. The blue saturation, the aqua saturation, we're going to increase to about 28, and then the blues we're going to decrease quite a bit to about -54. To about -55. So currently, if I just look at this photo as an example, I think the greens are probably just a little bit too dark. This is probably sort of a more accurate edit for what we're going for. So I'm just going to get those greens in the luminance, and I'm going to brighten up the greens, I'm going to brighten up the yellows, I'm going to get the aquas, and I'm going to brighten those up as well. As for the blues, I'm going to drop the blues off just so we can see more of that waterfall in the background. I'm going to close up the HSL slider there, and we're going to move on to split toning. Firstly, I'm going to come into shadows, and I'm going to press Alt on my keyboard. And what I'm really looking for here is some sort of bluey greens. I reckon 198 is a good starting point, somewhere around there. So I'm going to type in 198, I think is a good place to be. And then going to get the saturation, and I'm just going to increase the saturation to plus 10, and I think that's really going to bring out those bluey colours in the greens. And then going to get the highlights, and I'm going to drag those up to the blues. I reckon here we're going for around 240. And I'm going to drag that saturation up to about +10. So if I turn that off and turn it on again, you can just see we're getting a slightly more bluer image. If I come back to HSL, I probably want to decrease the green saturation just a little bit more. Then what I'm going to do is click on this lock here, and I'm just going to crop the image just to try and make it a little bit more portrait. Rotate that back to 0. I'm just going to try and make a portrait photo. I think the composition would just work better as a portrait than it would with a complete landscape. Okay, one thing I am noticing as I look through his images is his photos are very blue. So I'm just going to get this slider on the gradient filter. I'm just going to come to temperature and drop the temperature down, probably to about -45. Increase those highlights, increase the exposure. What I've done here is just created a gradient tool. I've decreased the temperature, increased the highlights, and then just desaturated it to about -45. If I select done, I think we're probably done now with the image. Let the / key on the keyboard, you can see the before photo and now the after. This photo is incredibly green. You may find you actually want to go back into the basic and actually take off some of that green, maybe slide it out to about +13, and maybe slightly less blue. I reckon about there is probably a good bet. So there we are, / key, that's before and that is the after. Again, you can probably spend a bit longer on this if you guys wanted to, but that's the basics of how you get and achieve those sorts of base colours, those sort of blues and greens. I hope you did enjoy this video. It'd be great if you could go check us out on Instagram and our website. I will see you in the next one. Live long and prosper.